Over 100 years ago, some giant monsters called the Titans suddenly showed up on Earth. They started eating every human they find on the planet, and the population began to decrease. Titans had almost wiped out half of the civilization and people had no way to kill them. So they decided to live secretly hiding from the Titans. Those who survived built big concrete walls to stop the giants. There are two round walls, one is inside the city and the other is built outside to get the double protection. The inner area is called the inner district and the outer land is called the outer district. Inside these walls they could live peacefully hiding from the monsters. But however, that way to stop them is not guaranteed. People are still living in fear of the giant monsters. The main character of the story is a young man named Eren Jaeger, who lives in outer district with his friends Mikasa and Armin. He wishes to go beyond the walls and explore the outside views. He wants to experience the outer nature and talks with his friends about seas and oceans. One day, the trio decide to cross the border and climb the walls to reach the outer world. But when they get closer, they are shocked to see the size of the wall. Armin and Mikasa are doubtful about the giants, that they are still alive outside. But Eren assures them that it has been 100 years since anyone encounters them. He tells them that they are completely dead. Suddenly the border security comes there and arrests them for going too close to the protection. Eren gets angry and starts attacking them, unknown from the fact that he has to face the execution for the crime. Just then Suda, the military captain, arrives and orders the security to step back. He says he will punish them personally and sends the men away. Suda appreciates Eren's desires for freedom, but he criticizes his actions. He informs them about a military group who has gone outside to explore. He tells them the government has sent the team for deep inspection about the giants. He assures Eren that he should not put his life in danger. But suddenly when they are talking, a big explosion sound scares everyone. The earthquake is happening and the surface is shaking. Everyone runs in fear as the walls are about to break. Suddenly a giant Titan monster appears outside the wall. He starts shouting and breaking the wall. Everyone is shocked to see him and frightened. The Titan destroyed the wall and disappears in smoke. Everything goes silent for some seconds. Then Eren and others see the giant Titans are coming towards the city. The soldiers attack the Titans with cannonballs, but the giants are not harmed. They notice that the Titans can heal their wounds with great speed as they have regeneration factor. Soon the giants enters the city and starts catching the people and eating them one by one. Some of the soldiers are too panicked and commit suicide in fear. Everyone starts running for their life while the monsters are destroying the houses and grabbing people. Armin gets lost in crowd and his friends run to the church where others are going to hide. Mikasa sees a baby who is about to stepped on by the crowd. She decides to save the baby and gets separated from her friend while catching him. Eren is dragged by the crowd and they close the church entrance. He watches Mikasa from the windows as she is standing too close to a female Titan. Mikasa realizes now no one can save her and decides to accept her fate. Just then a big explosion sends the crowd inside the church backward. When Eren sees outside again, he finds his friend and the Titan are not visible. He goes outside to find her, but he only finds the destroyed spots that used to be his house. When he turns around, he finds a female monster ripping the church building and grabbing everyone inside. He walks inside the destroyed city and loses all hopes. Then the scene changes to 2 years later. All the people who survived have moved to the inner district. The district army is planning to rebuild the second wall. But after a big rush of the survivors moving in inner district and the problem of the destroyed fertile land, people starts killing each other for food. The situation is so bad, it seems that everyone will die of starvation. The only way to survive is to take over the outer land and repair the broken protection. The director of the army, Kubal, gathers all soldiers and informs them about their mission. He introduces a girl named Han to everyone. She is the head of the weapons of the troop. She shows a new weapon gear to the soldiers and claims it will help them to kill the giants. But she accidentally shoots the weapon while showing it. Armin and Eren are also present in the crowd. They have survived the Titans' attack and have joined the army to take revenge. Eren wants to kill the giants for killing Mikasa. Suda also has survived the attack, but he has lost his memory. Now he is working as a food distributor to the soldiers. The army decides to repair the outer district at night when the giants will be sleeping. They want to close the broken entrance from where the giants come inside. Then they will kill the remaining Titans. Han orders everyone to move forward quietly. She asks them not to make any noise as the Titans are too sensitive to the sounds. The entry of the outer district is opened and the soldiers drives out in weapons van. When they move ahead, the captain orders them to stop the vehicle. He senses strange movement and decides to investigate. The soldiers look around the place and find some cows are grazing outside. One of the soldiers, Iana, hears a child crying and decides to save it. Eren goes after her and they end up inside a collapsed space. When they go closer, the cry becomes too loud. Suddenly a liquid like human saliva falls onto Iana. When they look up, they get terrified to find a giant baby eating a human flesh. The baby steps towards them and begins to cry. They run away from there in fear. The others are scared of the noise, but Captain asks them to keep quiet. Suddenly a giant hand comes out of nowhere and holds the captain. The giants are awakened and the soldiers are panicked. Iana and Eren run toward the group as a massive titan follows them. They start running back to the military van. Kubal senses the danger and drives away with weapons. Han asks the group to hide inside the abandoned building nearby. The soldiers run toward the building, but they are surrounded by the giants. When they are about to surrender themselves, suddenly a giant killer named Shikishima comes there. He uses a swinging device and attacks titans in the air. He also has a skilled female partner with him. They kill the giant and he falls to the ground. Eren sees Shikishima's partner from near and gets surprised to find that she is Mikasa. But she doesn't look at him and goes to Shikishima, who is smiling at her. After this, they go to the abandoned building. There everyone finds that the commander has appointed them to help him killing the titans. Shikishima saved Mikasa during the attack on Outer District and also taught her how to kill the titans. Since then they both are working together and living in the Outer District with titans. She has learned to deal with reality and doesn't want to remember her past life. Later a soldier shouts at Eren for putting everyone's life in danger by attracting a titan. They starts fighting with each other, but Mikasa stops them. Shikishima asks Eren about his name and family. After a little conversation, Eren requests him to teach him killing the titans. He blames the giants for trapping them. Shikishima laughs at him by saying that humans are trapped by themselves, not by the monsters. He tells them that they are scared to fight and their cowardness doesn't let them to be free. He also provokes him by calling him a coward. When Eren gets angry, Shikishima asks him to use his anger in killing the monsters. Later Eren goes to Mikasa and finds her playing an old piano. He tries to impress her, but she is no more interested in him. She tells him that now she is not her girlfriend but a different person. She says she has completely changed after the death of the baby whom she was looking after. Then she shows him a bite mark on her body and tells him what the giants had done to her. Then Shikishima comes there and feeds her an apple with his hands. Seeing this affection towards Mikasa, Eren goes upset. He runs outside and screams in pain. He wanted to kill the titans for her, but now Mikasa is not longer the person she used to be. Just then Iana comes there and comforts him. They return inside the building and starts talking, while another couple besides them goes intimate. Iana becomes emotional, telling Eren about her daughter who is trapped in the inner district. Then she tries to seduce him and lets herself to his desires. But just then Eren notices a giant titan's eye staring at them through a window. Suddenly the titan grabs Iana and Eren gets frightened. He realizes that he can't fight with the giant, so he watches helplessly while the titan is eating Iana. Meanwhile the other titans strike at the building. Shikishima and other soldiers puts on their gears and starts fighting with them. Shikishima kills most of them with the help of Mikasa, but the others are injured as it is their first time to fight with giants. The explosives only allow them to get rid of the giants while running. Commander Kubal asks everyone to hide themselves. On the other side, the couple who were present with Eren and Iana also attacked. The man is dead in the explosion. His lover is totally devastated by his death and vows to take revenge on the monsters. After this, we see a man getting into a vehicle with some explosives and driving away. Just then the girl who had lost her man decides to sacrifice herself and jumps on the vehicle to light the bombs. She grabs the steering and drives towards the titan who killed her man. When she crashes into the titan, the explosives blows up his legs. However, the attack still doesn't work as the titan's legs are healed quickly. There is the only way to kill them is to attack on their weak spots. Meanwhile, Eren is hidden on the top of the building and wants to kill the giants. Suddenly he gets confidence and remembers Shikishima's words. He uses the springs to attack on the titans. He struggles at first, but he manages to kill one monster with the help of Shikishima. Suddenly he loses his balance and flies directly to a titan's mouth. The giant bites his leg, but Eren manages to save himself by jumping on the rooftop. On the other side, a titan grabs Armin as he is trying to run away. The others try to save him when the giant is about to eat him. Eren feels extreme pain, but he doesn't stop trying to save his friend. He drags himself towards the edge of the building and jumps into the giant's mouth. He holds its mouth with his hands when Armin is about to slide into the throat. Luckily Eren manages to save him. But unfortunately, he drops into the titan's stomach while saving his friend. He finds Iana's dead body inside with others. At the moment, Mikasa and others are standing on a rooftop where Armin informs her about Eren's death. She tries to hide her emotions but gets hurt inside. She goes angry and attacks at Titans. She tries to kill every Titan but suddenly her flying device runs out of fuel midway, and falls to the ground. The Titan who ate Eren sees Mikasa and approaches to kill her. But suddenly a giant hand comes out of the Titan's mouth. Then his whole body blows up all of a sudden, revealing another giant inside him. The newly formed Titan attacks at others Titans and kills them one by one. The survivors are shocked to see the new giant and soon realizes that he is Eren. After killing all others monsters, he approaches to the building angrily. It seems that he has forgotten his memory and is going to kill everyone. All other survivors move backward in fear except for Mikasa. She shouts Eren's name but he doesn't, stops and grabs her in his hands. While looking at her, he slowly gains his memories back and recognizes Mikasa. Then he collapses to the ground and starts to vaporize like the other giants. Mikasa attacks at the weak spot and Eren comes out from the monster. Everyone is shocked to see that he has regenerated his eaten leg back. They realize that Eren gets Titan's healing powers. The last giant is fully disappeared and Eren slowly gains consciousness. Make sure you have subscribed and turn on all notifications, so you can watch more movies like this.